All right, before I go to bed and to wake up early in the morning, I just have a couple of thoughts that I want to speak about because I think it's very important that I share these before the whole brawl that happens on Friday. I was watching the reel. It was on. I was seeing a part of it and they had it at my position. They had like a TV screen and haloing what's going on, and I saw a glimpse of the topic at hand, and they were talking about I think it was Kirk Samuels. I think that's his name. His son came out as bi, and when I listened to each of the panelists. Well, first, I was, when I heard Adrian and Janie and Lonnie's deposition, I was like, okay, this is exactly what I expect, how I would hope society would see it. And then I heard, what was this lady named Garcilla? I heard her opinion, and she brought up the whole Colton Underwood situation, the guy who was on The Bachelor and who came out as being gay. And from there, her deposition was that he was deceiving these women when he was competing on The Bachelor, only for him to come out eventually after the show. And I just thought of it like, I disagree with her. I don't think he was deceiving these people. I don't think he was misleading these girls. I think ultimately he was experimenting with himself and deciding which life, or I guess sexual freedom, would he prefer to venture out. I don't think he was being nefarious or deceptive or manipulating or playing the emotion of these women, because let's be real here, I would say about 75% of those girls are probably bisexual. But, it's never with the women that get the treatment of negativity. It's always with the men. So the men are the ones who are forced to come out. The women are usually never coming out, and the women engage in multiple eroticism with the same gender and their partner, and they have a husband on top of that, aka look at Cardi B, for instance. So, but no one really, tells them to come out. It's always the men who is put in a situation of, oh, let him be this and let him be that. And, if he's that, then he has to show himself and his own sexuality. Hey, Insane Gaming HD, I just want to ramble for a second. Something that happened earlier today when I was at work, and I was watching the big screen because they have a big screen there. They were airing shows, and it just bothered me that we're still living in a society that still focuses on that. It's not going to be a long stream, by the way. I just want to air out my thoughts. But it just sucks that the sexism, people talk about, oh, there's a lot of sexism with females versus males, but nobody talks about these dynamics that benefits females in a patriotic society. And this topic alone, when it comes to sexuality, it definitely well, that's going to be on Friday. That's definitely going to be for the Battle Royale. Hey, TDC, what's going on? Yeah, no one talks about it because I guess because they want to benefit in this society, because society, what happens is that they benefits women to be more sexually free and open, but like for men, they constantly get demonized. And I don't get it. Like, I really don't get why society does this all the time. I just don't get it. It's something that I'm still trying to ponder, because when I saw that clip on the reel, I was perplexed by Garcella's response. I didn't get it, because she knows, and she's in Hollywood, so I'm pretty sure she has licked a few coochies in her life, okay? So, but it's like she doesn't get blamed for her life that she has lived and her sexual freedom that she has lived. But, you know, Colton Underwood has to just forcibly come out because he was in one romantic relationship with a man, and all of a sudden he has to come out like that. And the same thing with when she mentions about him and then Kirk Samuel's son, it comes to a point where it's like, why aren't women coming out? Why is always the men have to do it? Why is the men being forcibly put in that stigma to do it? You know, I think it's stupid. I think we should just let people be. And this is why I don't believe in the concept of sexuality. I think people just need to be free and be open of who they are as a person, as an individual. I don't think we should all discriminate and subjugate people into categories and boxes, because I think it's stupid, because we're not consistent as humans and we have different emotions and feelings, and we cannot be consistently straight or consistently bi or consistently gay. There's going to be several discrepancies that happens with our lives where we start to have feelings for a person and an individual, whether we have a commonality of being sexually intimate with someone because of their body, which is lust, or we can be emotionally attached to their personality and their presence. Well, I'm laughing because you're a lesbian with a penis. Hey, Leon, what's going on? Early morning. This is not going to be a long stream because I got to get up for work tomorrow. So actually today, technically, because it's 1:51 a.m. in my time. But yeah, they just don't understand this, and I really perplex myself just hearing that snippet, and just listening to that and just looking at them like, are you fucking serious? Like, TDC 6-hour stream. No, it's gonna be a very short stream today, but Friday is gonna be a 6-hour stream. Definitely, I guarantee you that. So it's just something that I was just like really, like, why would you say something like that, like deceiving those women? So were you deceiving your husband when you were eating cooch, Garcilla? I don't get it, because I know you had your lesbian moments, okay? We all know you from Jamie Foxx show, okay? You had your lesbian moments. So I just don't get it. Like, you know, I just don't get the hypocrisy when it comes down to just people being discriminatory towards men. And I sympathize with that, because I think people shouldn't have to come out. I think people should just be who they are, and nobody's a target. It was just something that was bothering me at work today. Because they had the TV screen on and they were talking about Kirk Samuel's son, and we'll see what happens on Friday. I'm waiting. We'll see what happens. Can't say, but we'll see. But yeah, that was probably one of my biggest pet peeves today. So it's really no one is the target. Really, it's the show The Real that comes on Channel 9. That was the target, because it just bothered me, and I couldn't change the channel because it's like a monitor and you don't have access to the remote, and I was busy doing my work, but I was overhearing, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why? Like, it's just the hypocrisy that comes out of, you know, people who have the luxury to be fetishized. And I really do think it's because bisexual women, have the privilege and the pleasure to be sexualized, and they don't get discriminated. Like, a lesbian don't get Bronzeberg, what's going on? A lesbian don't get told that she's a vile cheater, because she's an infidel. She's going both ways, and you don't know what she got. You know, she may got AIDS or something, like how they say about bi men and gay men. You know, it's the double standard that I just really just don't like about that. And they do this because they want to essentially perpetuate, men being, they want men to keep keep them straight in that level. And I think it's kind of, you got to wrench now. You got to wrench now. And I think that's what they want to do. And it's really sad. It's really sad of what they're doing. Hello, indeed. It's really sad. And that's something I had to rant upon because I didn't enjoy that. It just irks me. It just irks me. It really irks me that that society still does this with men, and women are just being set as the I guess the whoredom of the society. And people fetishize that, they always fetishize the threesome aspect, and they always fetishize the girl on girl action because it makes this idea that, oh yeah, the husband is getting both of them. But it should be for both parties, right? Both parties should get the fair share, but no, it's only one-sided. And that's that double standard I don't fucking like. That's what kind of bothered me today. I was just thinking about that on the subway. I was like, oh my fucking God, like, are you fucking kidding me? Is this is the shit that we're gonna be doing still? Like, and these are the same people that are in conservative sort of like beliefs and religious beliefs at that. And they have no problem saying, oh yeah, I like to have my wife have a threesome, and like, but you don't want your husband to have a threesome with another man, like, you just want your wife to have a threesome. Like, it's something that, and these are like, they talk about traditional family values, but yet they do shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you're gonna be a traditional, live by it, stick by it. Don't do something that just, it completely negates your overall worldview and it makes you seem like you're a hypocrite. And yeah, that's just something that I was just bothered by, that whole thing. Because I think it's 2022 and we're heading to the future. And I don't want us to go backwards. I don't want us to go to a place where we have to shun and kill and execute the people who are not fitting our social norm. But I think that we should all, not have to come out. Like, I don't think anyone should. I think as long as you're honest, as long as the sex is good, because the intimacy is very important. And I always believe that if the person is pleasing you in the bedroom and the sex is great, why complain? You don't got no diseases. The sex is great. The relationship is healthy. I hope. There should be no reason why anyone should complain. And so you find out what your mate is bi, like your husband may be bi or your boyfriend may be bi, and you have suddenly there's an issue with the relationship because of that. Like, you weren't saying that when you were getting fucked. Like, it's like, come on, like, it was great. You had a great experience, so there shouldn't be any sort of issues going with that. But it comes down to societal expectations and what society would see in a man. And they would look at a man and say, if he's not straight, he's not wanted. I never get complaints. Well, you're a lesbian with a penis. But it's the idea that that a man cannot be sexually explorative with their bodies without being discriminated on, but women could be glorified. That was my point. Because ever since I was watching that at work, I was like, what the fuck is this bitch saying? Because I'm like, are you serious? So, maybe he was just exploring himself. Maybe Colton Underwood was exploring himself when you made that example. And I think I was just bothered by that statement that Garcilla made. Mainly because it's something that I fight for. Like, I fight for the rights for people who are struggling, like, with themselves, just to be open and free and not have to owe anyone an explanation, and just, be yourself, be yourself and be free. All right, girl, thank you for coming in. Be sure to tune in for the show on Friday. Let me tell you, and that's just really where I wanted to put my thoughts out there, because I think that, I figure I'd share it here, and whatever you guys have to say, you can say it here, and then you can state your pieces. I'm not going to be here long because it's 2 o'clock and I need my rest, but I decided to just vocalize something that was on my mind and give you food for thought. You know, that's how I like to do things. I'm a know-it-all bitch, so I got to keep the know-it-all on fleek on this channel before I roast the fuck out of people on Friday, or any day when I roast people in this Coliseum forum. But this is actually not a Coliseum today. It's actually an interesting stream where I can just, you know, vent on something that was just bothering me today, you know. But stay tuned Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, or a little bit later than that, depending on if I make it there on time. And if it does happen, stay tuned. If Dark Horse or anyone else is going to show up, we'll see. We'll see. And if they don't, well, it'll just be like a chill stream. We'll see. But it will prove a lot of things. It will prove, 1, I ain't no fucking coward. And 2, I'm not afraid of any sort of things you have to say. So stay tuned this week, and I'll see you guys in 2 more days. Well, technically 1 more day because it's Thursday. Anyways, I'll see you guys then. But thank you guys for coming in, and stay tuned for more videos. Probably next week like this when I have to vent on about something, okay? Take care, everyone. I love you all. And Bronsberg, you got your wrench. You got your wrench. You deserve it. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Share your thoughts in the comment section, by the way. And like this video, thumbs up, and subscribe for me ranting like this and more. Take care, everyone.